Hello there, John McLauchlan here. Welcome to episode 5 of Tabletop Talks. And today I want to talk about one of those things that I must say affects 99.9% of human beings who try and build a business online. Unless you're a robot, you're going to be affected by this. And let me just draw you a bit of a picture, paint you a bit of a picture. So you get online, you're looking for solutions to build a business online, and you see offer after offer and different opportunities, and very quickly you can become overwhelmed, okay, and confused by the amount of information that you look at. So you kind of make the decision, okay, to do something, and then you give it a go and you say, let's just see what happens. The other situation is you sign up for a program, and then before you know it, you get an email after email after email of people saying, sign up for my program, my offer's great, all this sort of thing. And of course, everything is a huge distraction. And the topic of today's talk is really about distractions and how being distracted can really take your eye off the ball from you being successful, because you end up in this constant process of trying to learn everything and not really gaining any momentum for yourself. And, this is what you're going to find as a marketer. What I'm going to say to you now is you will be distracted. You will have lots of emails sent to your inbox. You will see offers that are going to be irresistible. You're going to think it's the next best thing. And, if I don't rush and get this product, I'm going to miss out big time. Here's the thing. After all of the time that I've been online and all the things that I've done, and most of it has been a lot of stuff I've been distracted over the years, your job is to learn the basics of your business. You got to learn your trade, and remember that business is business. How to develop an online business and developing those basics is what you need to learn. Okay, so here's the thing. When you get an email and it talks about the next best feature on Facebook, or the must-have tool to make your videos stand out on YouTube, or you must go and do this on Snapchat because if you don't, you're going to miss out, then what you end up doing is you end up being really busy, and you get a head full of ideas, and you get all these great things that you're going to do. And actually what happens is that you actually do nothing. And this is a really serious point, because when you start in a business, essentially what you want to be doing is, as I always say on the startup calls, you want to be getting people, you want to be getting those leads, okay, and being able to convert those leads into sales. Now, if you've got a system that's done for you, and obviously ours is done for you, then the only thing that you need to concentrate on is getting leads. And what I always say is, if you go and use Facebook, and Facebook, is sort of responsible for 90% of people who get involved in businesses, the leads. It's very easy. Well, it's the best way to get leads is Facebook. And what I'm saying is that you want to dedicate your time to learning the basics and learning how Facebook works. If Facebook is the right thing for you, maybe the right thing for you right now is going to be LinkedIn. But the point is, just choose one strategy. Just choose one thing and master it, okay? If you get good at mastering Facebook, then you'll be very good at business. If you get very good at doing just LinkedIn, then master that. If you get very good at just doing one thing, then you'll be very successful. What a lot of people tend to do is they become too distracted by not having a discipline to understand and to learn one method, okay? So they'll start doing Facebook, and they'll put an ad on Facebook, and then suddenly it might not work too well, or they'll get an email that says, hey, look, YouTube marketing is the way to go. You need to be able to do your YouTube marketing and really make your videos pop, and I've got this secret method that's going to show you how to get, and all this sort of thing. So people, I want to try Facebook. I want to go from Facebook. I want to try YouTube. I want to try this product. And then obviously it takes the time to learn what you're doing. And then suddenly they'll get distracted with, what's the next best thing on Snapchat? Okay, because if I don't do this, I'm going to miss out. And essentially you start spreading yourself thinner and thinner and thinner. And you end up being very busy and very unproductive as a result. So, distractions, try and get rid of all the distractions. So this is why I say to you, use a service like Unroll Me. So unsubscribe from the emails that you don't need. Because really, I'll tell you right now, you don't need the majority of the emails that you're getting. Okay, they serve as a distraction. Don't get into that cycle of thinking that you're going to miss out, because this is a good marketing method, and pretty much you're not going to miss out. Okay, if you drop off my coaching list, then you'll miss out. Okay, because then you'll get another coach and you won't get me. Okay, but don't ever think missing out is going to be a motivator for doing something. Remember, you're going to learn the basics, learn your trade, and get good with one traffic method. So what I'm going to do now, I want to share with you a video. And I mentioned that, I kind of tour on different marketing events. And this was a marketing event that I went to in Texas, in Austin, Texas. I was in Austin, and I spoke to a guy called Norbert Orlewicz. Now, I've known Norbert probably since about 2008, and this is when I first got involved. And Norbert was one of the first people that I actually learned from. Norbert is a really nice guy. He's a really intelligent guy. He knows what he's doing, and he talks about what I'm talking about now, about being distracted and how to build your business in the right way. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. Okay. Hello there, I'm John McLauchlan. I'm here in Austin, Texas with Mr. Norbert Orlewicz. Now, Norbert, for me, was somebody who I learned from going back to probably early 2009. I followed all his trainings and just did what he suggested. And, Norbert, first of all, thanks very much for agreeing to this interview. It's really appreciate it. Yeah. Been many years in the making. But for a lot of people out there, a lot of new people, they kind of get involved with the whole home business thing, developing a business online, and very quickly they get overwhelmed with things that they've got to do. What would your advice be to people, when they first get involved? What would be the sort of first little nuggets of information that you would give to them?
Well, I think when you're first getting started, it's really important to get with the right coach or the right mentor. Somebody that can kind of guide you along the way. It's like you said, it's really easy to get overwhelmed. It's really easy to complicate online marketing and building a home-based business. You've got to find what's going to work for you in the end. And for some people, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error. For some, a lot of times you'll have to try different things and see what works and what doesn't. Because just because something worked for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You got to find things that work with your strengths and your talents. And so you got to give a little bit of time for that period of learning, of exploration, of growth. And I find, that period of time can really vary. For some people, it might be a matter of weeks. For some people, it might be a matter of months. And what's really important is that you've set the right intentions for yourself and for your business, that you're in this for the long term. You've committed that this is what I'm doing. This is my business. This is my profession. I'm going to become a professional. This isn't a hobby. It's not just a game. I'm not just going to try this, but I've actually committed for the long term. That's the only way that you're going to stick through it and stick through all of the challenges. And then it's a matter of simplifying down. So once you start to narrow down what strategies you're going to focus on, how you're going to grow your business, you're starting to put your plan together. Keep it simple in the beginning, as simple as possible. Do less. Always look to do less. Always ask yourself, is this necessary? So perfect example right now, Snapchat's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's talking about Snapchat. It's hot, whatever. Everyone's going crazy about it. Especially if you're in the beginning right now, you got to ask yourself, is this necessary? Can I build without it? Does it fit my strengths? Does it fit the way that I want to build my business? And if it doesn't, you've got to say no. You've got to eliminate and simplify.
So essentially, pick something and be disciplined with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And discipline that's one of the hardest things because there's so much noise in the space. You know, you're probably subscribed to lots of different email lists, you're following different teachers and gurus, and then you start attending different webinars and buying different courses, and next thing you know, there's 100 different ideas swimming around in your head, right? So you've got to be disciplined in narrowing your focus and saying no and eliminating distractions, eliminating information, and, you know, really just focusing on the basics.
And do you think there's a big conflict between people just going forward with one idea, between that and people thinking they're going to miss out by not getting the next product?
Absolutely. It's that fear of missing out that's going to drive you crazy, right? And it's going to it can kill your business. You know, it can really be a challenge for you. You're not going to miss out. There will always be a new Snapchat. You know, next year there'll be a new Snapchat. But focus on the fundamentals. You know, are you growing your audience? How are you growing your audience? Are you building your email list? How are you building your email list? Are you engaging and sharing valuable content with your audience? You know, if you're not doing those things, Snapchat's not going to help you.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what I mean? Like these gimmicks and these hacks and these new crazy things, it's not going to help you. Get the basics, get the fundamentals in place, and focus on those on a consistent and regular basis over a long period of time.
Almost to be said. It's fantastic information, Norbert. Brilliant. I say, just stick with the basics, get disciplined, and you know, just provide value to your marketplace. Fantastic. Well, Norbert, thanks very much for this interview. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
We're here in Austin, Texas. Got a few more hours to go before everything wraps up. So I'm John McLauchlan. This is Norbert Orlewicz. We'll speak soon.
Okay, so that was the interview I did with Norbert, and again, I say, really intelligent guy, really knows what he's doing, and of course, he's developed multiple seven-figure income streams and businesses. So again, keep it simple. Think about what you're doing. You know, concentrate on the basics, and don't worry about missing out, because you're not going to miss out. Okay, when it comes to marketing, just keep it all simple and build your business in the right way. All right. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this Tabletop Talk. This has been episode 5. Join me for the next one. Looking forward to it. All right, speak soon. Bye for now.